women's perspective is only going to help enhance the quality of their coverage. And yet, it's men who most frequently accept the opportunity to act as media sources. And I actually have a show of hands. How many times have you, as a woman, or a woman that you know, passed up on a media opportunity because they didn't feel that they were the best or the right person for the opportunity? Not surprising. I certainly know lots of women for whom that has been the case. And just to really drive home that point, when we were trying to figure out who we wanted to act as panelists for today's session, when I reached out to Margaret Wente, who happens to be one of the most prolific columnists in this country, what was her reaction when I asked her to sit on the panel? She laughed. And she laughed for more than a minute. And I just kept waiting until she stopped laughing because I didn't know why she was laughing. And then she said, and I quote, "I don't know that I am the best person to sit on this panel." Margaret Wente said this. So the impact is significant. When we decline an opportunity to speak up, we delegate away our authority and we relinquish control of our personal brand. And if you aspire to lead, it is incredibly important that you use the media as a platform to influence.
They are underrepresented in the hard media on the front page: news, foreign affairs, politics, crime, and women rule the soft news.
I'm going to tell a very short story about my husband and I were walking across the parking lot of a Catholic church in Montreal a couple of years ago. A TV crew approached us and said, "The Pope has just died. Would you care to comment?" I said, "No, I don't think so," and kept walking. Behind me, my husband, who hadn't been to church in 40 years, said, "Sure." He bowed his head. He solemnly declared, "It's a sad day for Catholics everywhere." That made the national news. As we continued, I said, that was a bit obvious, and wouldn't it be great if the next Pope came up with a progressive policy on contraception that wouldn't disenfranchise millions of impoverished Catholic women around the world? And he said, "Yeah, that would have been good, Sherry. Too bad you turned down the interview." It's really, really too bad for all of us when women turn down the interviews, because even though there is no woman's perspective, the truth is that most adult women spend most of our lives either trying to get pregnant, trying to avoid getting pregnant, or trying to deal with the consequences of having been pregnant. And that changes our insights on almost everything.